spreading fear to others is something that has to stop. Understand that this has the ability to not only change your life, your partner's, your friends, your family's life. Life has a variety of every single kind of vibration, every single kind of topic or niche or importance that you can focus on. Because again, whatever we individually focus on becomes our reality. Whatever the collective consciousness, whatever the masses, whatever a group of people focus on also become the reality. Listen, this is the most important video I have ever made and may be the most important video I ever do. The true depth of what's going to be talked about in this video can be applied on the individual scale of your specific life, but also does impact the collective consciousness of the world and the evolutionary path of our humanity going forward. Now, I don't mean to be dramatic, but I do want everyone to understand the levels and magnitude of importance that this video can be applied. And so if you're watching this here today, I want you to take a moment to be present with this information. Actually give it your full attention and understand that this has the ability to not only change your life, your partner's, your friends, your family's life, but also the collective consciousness, also everyone in your community, in your country, and in the world. So I'm going to dive right in and get right to it. Because with the rate of change that we're seeing in the world today, and the overwhelm that's being caused by that, the consumption of fear that then results in producing fear, spreading fear to others, is something that has to stop. And it's something we do have the control to do. And I want to give you the tools and the understanding so that you can actually effectively apply this to your life. So the first thing that I want everyone to understand is the universal law of polarity. Now, the law of polarity states that everything has an opposite. But what I want you to understand is that really it is a spectrum of polarity. So if you think of good or bad, yes, there is an opposite, but there's also an entire spectrum within that. Now, this is a universal law, so you can actually apply this law, look around in the world, and see it everywhere. And what it inherently states is that there is also a good and bad side to absolutely everything or anything. Now, why is this important to start with? The reason this is so important is because life itself is a spectrum where you have basically everything within every single polarity that you have the ability to focus your attention on. In your individual life, you will be able to find proof out in the world of every single reason as to why something will work for you or will not work for you. Every single reason within, all of the doubt or confidence. And it is like this with everything. So what you have to understand is life has a variety of every single kind of vibration, every single kind of topic or niche or importance that you can focus on. And it is up to you to consciously decide what you are actually focusing on moment to moment. Now, because you have a paradigm, you have a conditioned mind from your upbringing, from your life so far, you may be conditioned to automatically look at the worry or the fear within everything in the world. So what you have to understand is your life then just becomes consumed with worry and fear. This doesn't mean you don't have the option to choose. It means you have to actually condition yourself to look at the positives of everything happening in the world. And when you choose the positives, you're not just choosing to focus on it, you are actually choosing your life to be a manifestation of that. Now, we're going to go far deeper into this, but for the basic understanding of your own personal life and your results, I want to give you an example. When I started this business, I had every single reason to actually look at all the reasons why I could fail or all the reasons why I could be an incredible success. And because I was consciously aware of this law, the law of polarity, and consciously aware that I had the ability to choose, also consciously aware that sometimes it'll be harder to choose because my program was automatically looking for the doubt and the fear, I actually actively conditioned my mind to look at every single reason why this would work, and therefore I saw the opportunities, I saw the proof. I consciously shifted my mind to looking at that every single time it went any other way, and you can imagine how that is what allowed me to produce the results I have in my business so far. Now, there's levels to this. I'm not saying I'm the most successful person in the world by any means. I'm actually incredibly excited for all of the sustained attention on even the higher and higher levels, the greater levels of service and impact that we can provide, the greater levels of opportunity that are already there just waiting for me to put my attention on them long enough until it becomes my reality. But hopefully you can take this example and actually see how this plays out in your life. Now, what's very important is that when you become a person who is consciously looking for the good in everything, you are automatically programming all of the people around you to look for the positive in everything. So by osmosis, you are actually giving people the ability, the new conditioning for them to actually look at the positive, put their attention on something that's good in their life, put their attention on the positive side of something in their life. Therefore, that will manifest in their life too. And so by you doing the work to condition your own mind to produce a positive life, you are automatically changing the lives of everyone around you. And those people are conditioning everyone around them, and it continues. Now, it goes much deeper than that, but I want you to understand the effect that you are having just by actually choosing to condition your own mind first. And I'll tell you right now, for the people in relationships or with friendships where the other person is more negative, this is where it always starts. It always starts with you. Now, the next thing you have to understand is that as humans, we are all connected to an infinite field of vibration. This is what produces the collective consciousness. Everyone's individual inputs into this consciousness that large portions of the world operate through. So when you change your own individual consciousness, you are actually sending different information to the entire field. You are changing the collective consciousness with every single thought. So it's not only by osmosis from the people you interact with, it is automatically through the energy of the field. And there have been studies on this. There are studies where they have taken a group of meditators and gotten them to all get into a coherent state and meditate on the feelings of love, joy, abundance, authenticity, freedom, whatever it is, those positive, elevated emotions they put into the world. And they have actually seen crime rates drop throughout the world, less traumatic events happening throughout the world, all as a result of that group of meditators actually impacting the field individually, coming together, creating that coherence throughout the world. Now, when we think of collective consciousness, rather than just thinking of the overarching elevated emotions of abundance and joy and acceptance and love, I want you to think about what you are doing as you decide to focus on humanity's life path going forward. If at all times you are focusing on whatever is out there that is showing you that the world is going to come to an end, or that the state of the world is not in a good place, then you are also automatically spreading that to the direct people that you are influencing at all times, and also to the collective consciousness. Meaning you are actually having a part in the collective consciousness, the world focusing on the wrong thing, meaning that will become the world's reality. Because again, whatever we individually focus on becomes our reality. Whatever the collective consciousness, whatever the masses, whatever a group of people focus on also become the reality. And so it is your individual job for you to actually look for the proof in the world of that, yes, things are changing rapidly, but yes, things are coming to a transformational point of awakening where things are going to get significantly better for humanity. And depending where your conditioning is on this right now, it is very important for you to understand there is proof of all of the positive and all of the negative and where we are going as a humanity. And it is your job to accept that understanding, become aware of what you are actually expecting as a human, what you are actually projecting and spreading as a human, and consciously choose what you think would actually be beneficial for your individual life, for the individuals around you and their individual lives, and for the collective consciousness, the collective evolution and path that humanity will take going forward. Now, there is science to back up everything I just talked about. And if you want to have a deeper conversation to understand more, it goes so much deeper. And there is undeniable proof of what's been talked about in this video. I do understand that some people aren't able to actually grasp or think of those things right now, but if it even just piqued your curiosity and you're open, then feel free to shoot us a message on Instagram at Adam of Venus. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you, to send you studies or more proof of what is going on with this. And I hope you choose to put your individual focus on something that will actually benefit you and the people around you. Your life simply becomes what you focus on. Our path as humanity is the same thing as a collective. And so we have the ability to choose. So what will you focus on going forward?